Welcome everyone to a match report in our Tin Soldier Adventure Blood Bowl League. And it would be a tough one because in the game of my Dwarfs versus a Skaven, these rats are almost 300 points higher than mine. And they sit in second place at the moment at the league. So that meant I needed a plan, and that plan would be pure sneaky brutality. While the blockers and some hobgoblins will have to try and hold the front against the rat ogre amongst other beasties, it is in the outfield that I want to make a massacre by keeping a defense with the bull centaur for smashing anything coming through, and the flamesmiths and stabbers to take down ball carriers without needing to block. In an ideal world, I'll spend the first half of the game hospitalizing half his team and go for the win in the second half, or that's the plan at least. Because even with the inducement of a biased referee, furthermore I got a weather wizard, a keg and an assistant, my first block of the game came double skulls, meaning out with my reroll. Nevertheless, my hobgoblin numbers managed to pick up the ball as my bull centaur, the raging train wreck, was through his lines. All he needed to do was make a dodge and give a short pass, and off we would be. Only to fail the first roll immediately, and with my reroll already used up, the Skaven immediately swarmed the ball with their immense speed, and the gut runner set off towards the end zone, only to put a 1-0 already onto the scoreboard in a razor-sharp counterplay. As the lines formed again, the Violators went immediately to the job of bowling some rats over. But somehow my 2 dice block, the raging trainwreck, managed to roll my second double skull versus a measly lineman, and instead of breaking open his line, our attack went sour for the second time in a row. We did manage to push the rat ogre down near the sidelines, magically morphing it into a tiny rat for ease of laying it down, and prepared to foul the big beast before the gut runners broke through. Which those rocket-powered vermin immediately did, of course. We just couldn't hold the rushing speedsters back. The fouling of the rat ogre didn't take the beast off the field, only putting it on a face down, as one of my blockers, Arsham Halvar, was shoved into the crowd, without any harm though. And so the gut runners, as before, scored the 2-0, and we had a half to put things right, or bash around trying. Setting up for the second half, as I needed to kick, my sure hands hobgoblin numbers was substituted for another one, Yui, who was then duly sent off due to the result of the kickoff table. Shortest game ever for poor Dewey, he never got to show his lack of talent. The rats started to force a way over the side of the field, the gutter runners sneaking through once more. I, in the meantime, had already managed another double skull, so that would be another half without rerolls. Sigh. As one of the hobgoblins, Yui, was KO'd, I was actually now at a serious numerical disadvantage, and the rats began to push back my line of scrimmage due to sheer numbers. The gutter runner neared the end line once again, scoring a pure hat-trick, as the center became a big pileup of bull centaurs and rat ogres. And with that third touchdown of the evening, leaping the gutter runner was really becoming the star of the game. Unfortunately, on the wrong side. We set up for another drive, and we were starting to get the numbers due to players being knocked out and all. We might even try to score at least one goal now, or do some serious hurting for some star player points. Which we had already been doing though, with a lineman and a gutter runner injured and another gutter runner, Prometheus, cleanly killed. The blue wall set up before the rodents, eager to start knocking them down. But yet for some reason and a lot of dodges, one of the remaining gutter runners got through and we surrounded him immediately. Even then, those pesky rodents are terrible. He actually managed to escape the enclosure, putting the 4-0 on the scoreboard. The Skaven didn't fail a single dodge roll tonight, not even needing their skill for reroll. For the same matter, neither did they fail any pass, catch or pickup rolls, bar one, which he successfully rerolled. While my hobgobs couldn't even manage a simple handover. So with 3 turns to go, once again we set up and got going. The opening drive immediately KO'd 3 more Skaven on a 9, so very close to more injuries. But that also meant they were safe from injury in the closing stages as a result. The raging trainwreck had an opening and the time to score at least one honor-saving goal, with nothing between him and the end zone, only to fail to accept the handover. And so the lines pushed each other a little, but nothing more happened except the hobgoblins picking up the ball and finally making a pass. But I fell one turn short to try and score, and I would have probably failed to going for it anyways, as I saw how the whole game went. Adding insult to injury, his Red Ogre, which actually was kept rather okay out of the game, became the MVP, while my side, Arsham Halvar, a blocker, received the award. Still, I managed to get 85k of income and my fan factor remained the same, so that was nice. That Minotaur is coming close to joining the ranks now. If Games Workshop would just likely release the official model, I'll probably start converting up or printing up one just in case. I did obtain a bunch of skills. I love rolling for the random skills for some reason. With the dude gaining Fend and Divanons gaining Wrestle. Might be handy against block skilled runners. Two of my blockers got a pile driver from some more dirty play, while another blocker obtained Juggernaut. All in all, the team came out better and somehow still hangs on in the 8th place of the league and the qualifiers. Should I manage to keep that spot after next week's outmatched game again, and with the 3 top teams then having passed on the calendar in my first 4 games, I might actually start grabbing league points and qualify at least for the playoffs. Though keeping 5 teams behind me won't be that easy of a task. But we'll see how that goes and we'll keep on bashing. Because even with only 3 plays gamed, we're already on the 3rd place of cost casualties in the league. So yeah, it has to count for something. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again next week for the next game of the Vongalazthag Violators. Bye bye! Did you like the Chaos Dwarf content in this video and want to know more about Chaos Dwarfs? Then check out the Chaos Dwarf online forum by scanning the QR code you now see on screen.